बट सर बियॉन्ड आर्मी एंड एयरफोर्स अगर हम देखें थिएटर कमांड्स की इंडिया में जरूरत भी है एज अ डिफेंस फोर्स बिकॉज वी आर नॉट फाइटिंग बैटल्स हम लोग दूसरे कंट्रीज में जाके कोई जंग नहीं लड़ रहे हमने कहीं डिप्लॉयमेंट नहीं करनी और इतिहास में भी हमने ऐसी कोई की नहीं हुई अनलेस एज अ यूएन पीस कीपिंग फोर्स इज
So
इट रिलेवेंट टू अस
when they're saying theater commands in Indian context, they're talking of economy of effort. Utilization, the correct utilization of resources, its impact. So that's what they are talking about. But if you ask my personal view, I don't think so. I mean, the Indian armed forces have delivered whenever required without theater commands. We have delivered in every war, whether it was 71, there were no theater commands. Still, we delivered. I mean, there was nothing. In Kargil also, it was basically Air Force and Army
राइट
together. And the Navy did a job there. Sindoor also, it was again Army and Navy together.
एयरफोर्स
Sorry, Army and Air Force. So, and you have 31 squadrons against, authorized 42. You don't have the resources. So, how are you going to, if the flexibility of allotting the resources which Air Force has today, they do it, that I need so much of effort here, I need so much effort here. They give the effort. They are the ones who provide the support. So I find it's a premature as of now.
सो बट इसमें आपने ना यू स्पोक अबाउट वन थिंग आपने बोला कि इन टर्म्स ऑफ इकोनॉमीज ऑफ स्केल एंड ऑल एंड दैट्स अ वेरी रेलेवेंट पॉइंट अगर आप किसी
Economy of effort, yes, I agree with
इकोनॉमी
you.
ऑफ एफर्ट की बात की अब आपने अपाचे की बात की एयरफोर्स ने 22 खरीदे आर्मी ने 6 खरीदे राइट एंड जहाँ तक मैंने पढ़ा इस बारे में देयर वाज अ ह्यूज कॉस्ट एस्केलेशन एंड कॉस्ट एस्केलेशन इसलिए नहीं हुई कि कोई कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अलग से होगी राइट बट टिपिकली बिकॉज इट हैड टू बी री इन्वेंट द व्हील फिर से वही डिप्लॉयमेंट वही बेस पे डिप्लॉयमेंट उसके लिए पूरी फैसिलिटीज खड़ी करना एंड डिसीजन मेकिंग में जो इतना टाइम लगा तो एज एन एक्सचेकर व्हेन आई लुक एट इट कि फौज में दो रिस्पेक्टेड हमारे यूनिट्स हैं अंडर द इंडियन आर्म फोर्सेस लाइक इंडियन आर्मी एंड एयरफोर्स लेकिन जस्ट क्योंकि टर्फ पकड़ के रहना है तो उसकी वजह से there's a big loss to the exchequer.
It is. These are tough wars. I 100% agree with you. If it is consolidated with one uh, service operations, it'll save you so much of cost. It'll save the cost to the Air Force. They can use that somewhere else. And Army will have to use and develop the infrastructure and the wherewithal to undertake, looking after these assets which come to you.
सर इफ यू आर गिवन अ चॉइस अगर आपको बोला जाए कि यू फाइंड द मोस्ट ऑप्टिमम वे ऑफ ऑन द कॉस्ट एफिशिएंसीज आल्सो क्योंकि हाँ मतलब हमारे यहाँ पे बड़ी अनफॉर्चुनेट बात है लेकिन बड़ी रो के डिफेंस के लिए वैसे ही पैसे निकलते हैं गवर्नमेंट से आर डिफेंस बजट्स आर टिल लास्ट ईयर इट वाज एट पार विद द 1962 फिगर्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ द परसेंटेज ऑफ जीडीपी राइट कि कॉस्ट एफिशिएंसी भी मिल जाए लेकिन ऑपरेशनल इफेक्टिवनेस भी मिले राइट what is the way forward that you think should be there?
See, when I talk of aviation assets, I have no doubt that transport and fighter and heavy transport helicopters like the Chinooks, it should remain with the Air Force.
Heavy ones,
Heavy ones, because those are strategic. I mean,
airlift के
that
लिए
chap can carry 53 troops. So, those are strategic assets.
उतना coordination is not a problem at that scale.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
And that is their assets. I feel that all other helicopters, attack as well as medium lift, should come to the
medium lift जब आप बोल रहे हैं sir, you're talking about the
Mi-17s. Should come to the Army Aviation Corps. Now, you will ask me, how will you maintain such a large fleet, 200 Mi-17s, V5s and others? The Air Force has, for their repairs and for their, the cycle which they have to go through repairs, they have BRDs, base repair depots,
base repair depots.
which are very well organized. They can do overall, can do the inspections, everything. We don't have that. But then, if they're transferred and this whole thing, then those assets which look after the Mi-17s will also have to come to the army. It can't be, I will give you the helicopter, now look after yourself. But they have a support
साथ
system.
सपोर्ट आने चाहिए, स्पेयर्स आने चाहिए, नॉलेज
Everything.
आनी
They
चाहिए.
have a support system
Correct.
which is there. That support system. What I'm saying is, let the army look after. Let them have the helicopters and let them do their winter stocking, whatever we want to do in operations. The troop dropment, lifting, moving from place A to B across mountains. Let the army handle it. You do the strategic tasks of, like you did in Op Sindoor. Go
सर
and-
यहाँ पे थोड़ा समझिए डिमार्केशन लाइन कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, बिकॉज नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, आपने बोला चलो एक उसमें किसी ने एक सेकंड के लिए मान लिया चलो दे देते हैं, चॉपर्स हो जाते हैं, फाइन, संधि हो गई, नो प्रॉब्लम, लेट्स लीव द टर्फ्स. देन द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज इन द मॉडर्न कंटेक्स्ट, वॉर्स आज की डेट में ड्रोन से लड़ी जा रही है, मिसाइल से लड़ी जा रही है, राइट, यूएवीज हैं. अब उस टैक्टिकल बात से अगर देखी जाए तो फिर आपका ये भी पॉइंट आ सकता है, आपका मीन्स आर्मी का, विच कुड बी राइट एंड विच कुड बी अगेन अ टफ वॉर, आई डोंट नो, कि भाई मेरे को ग्राउंड सपोर्ट के लिए यूएवीज चाहिए तो यूएवी मेरे मेरे पास आने चाहिए, मेरे को फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस के लिए ड्रोन्स चाहिए, मेरे को आर्टिलरी को सपोर्ट करना है, एयर डिफेंस को करना है. लाइन ऑफ डिमार्केशन कहाँ पे आने, कब इट इज फाइनली की, एंड इनफैक्ट जस्ट फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ ऑडियंस ऑल्सो, कि टुडे देर आर मल्टीपल लेयर्स ऑफ एयर डिफेंस, राइट. आर्मी का रोल कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है, कहाँ पे खत्म होता है, जहाँ तक मैंने पढ़ा L-20 गन्स जैसे हैं आपकी आर्मी ने यूज की थी, S-400 इज एयरफोर्स के डिप्लॉयमेंट्स, राइट. सो इन टर्म्स ऑफ टेक्निकल डेफिनेशन, कितनी किस पॉइंट में आर्मी का रोल खत्म होता है एयर डिफेंस में और कहाँ से एयरफोर्स का शुरू होता है, और आपके हिसाब से कहाँ तक होना चाहिए?
See, overall air defense responsibility is Air Force,
जी.
not Army.
ओके.
Overall.
जी.
When we talk of air defense of the Army, it's localized. Command, the operational command headquarters, some important assets like your guns, like or mobile column, there's like an armored div moving. Those localized, that will be provided by Air Defense Army. But overall air defense, where like you said, S-400 and others, which will cover VAs and VPs, like capital, our oil installations,
Correct.
energy centers.
Correct.
This will all be covered by, Army has no business there. Neither we can, nor we have the resources. This will all be with the Air Force. We are only short this thing to get hold of some UAVs coming. Like you made a very good point. Ukraine has shown, Israel, Iran, the conflict has shown, and our Op Sindoor has shown missiles, fighter aircraft, and drones. But we are talking of drones which could go. They'll be controlled by the forward the troops or the assets which are not behind. Not like Air Force is not going to have those smaller drones or killer drones. They're going to operate drones like this. Now we are getting these Reapers and these Herons and all, which have got fantastic amount of endurance and targeting. The ones you're talking of, which have been targeting, the smaller ones like Harpy, which are fire and forget, or they just go and home on to the target and destroy themselves on it, and accurately, like what is Iran producing, what Turkey is producing. Bakhtiar of Turkey and Iran's, I'm forgetting the name now. They are producing cheap drones in thousands. Those can go, I mean, once they've taken off, that is the end of that drone. But the assets I am talking of is like this Reaper now coming, 15 to the Navy, 8 each to Army and Air Force. Now this is a hunter-killer big drone which can remain for 36 to 40 hours, 48 hours in the air.
This should be with Air Force Army.
Air Force is getting 8. Now see the distribution. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Navy needs it. Why? Look at this fear of, they have to operate in the British. How are you going to get information?
Correct.
This is what will give you information.
Right.
Now what has happened is 31 contracts has been signed recently. Okay. The Mk1A Reaper.
Right.
Or it's called Predator.
Predator drones. US के.
8 is going to Air Force, 8 to Army, and 15 to Navy. Now we've distributed 31. This is a major asset of a drone, a UAV, which is a killer drone. But we have put it into 3 places.